Coach Tom Avery here, head pro at the Consistent Tennis Wins Academy in Naples, Florida. Today's lesson is on hitting winning returns against a slow serve. So stay tuned. Okay, are you the type of player that likes it when your opponent hits fast, hard serves, but you have trouble against the slow serve, the ball that's just sitting there for you to tee off on? Well, if you have trouble with that, there's a couple of things you want to keep in mind. Number one, you could be rolling the wrist and forearm in the hitting zone. See, when you play against the guy that hits the hard serve, you can almost sense when to roll the wrist to get your racket vertical. But when you're playing against the slow serve, it's much more difficult. You can't quite sense when to roll that forearm and wrist. So, the key is you don't want to be a wrist roller in the contact area. You want the racket moving from low to high and vertical throughout that contact area, which is about an area of a foot to a foot and a half. So, how do we do that? Number one, you have to swing from the shoulder. You don't want to be using the forearm and wrist in the hitting zone. So if you're having trouble against that slow serve, that could be your problem. The other thing is you have to add more topspin, because remember, when you hit a slow second serve, you're well inside the baseline. So if you don't add more topspin to your shot, the ball's going to sail long. So you have to increase the angle of your swing. So in other words, a low to high swing, I could swing low, this is low, and there's high, okay? That's a low to high swing, and I'll get some topspin, but if I want to increase my topspin, I increase the angle at which I swing. So I'm going to go lower, and I'm going to finish higher. That's going to give you more spin. That's going to pull the ball back down in the court. The other thing you might want to try is choking up on the racket. So normally, if you hold the racket down low, you might want to come up higher. That's going to give you a little more control as well on that slow serve. But the last thing you want to do on a slow serve is slow your swing down. You don't want to do that. You want to actually swing faster on a slow serve. Really go for it, punish that slow serve, but you have to put more energy into the spin. That's the key. More topspin, swing faster, and you're not going to have to hold back on that slow serve. You can just tee off on it. So let me just show you a little practice session here of how I'd work on hitting that slow second serve. Okay, when you go out to practice against those slow second serves, remember your key points. You might want to choke up. Don't be rolling the wrist and forearm in the contact area. Swing from the shoulder, low to high with a vertical racket in that contact area. Increase the angle of your swing. That's going to give you more spin. Do not slow the swing down. Speed it up, if anything. Okay, here from the side, you'll get a nice angle of the swing and the importance of keeping the wrist and the forearm in that fixed position through the hitting zone. You do not want to be rolling the wrist and forearm. That's going to cause a lot of inconsistency on slow serves. Okay, I'm moving forward here. Racket take back, racket is closed. I drop the racket down there, swinging up. Now, from this point here, now look at the forearm and wrist. They're in a fixed position right now, and my shoulder
is going to do everything from here. That's the hinge on the swing, the shoulder. Okay, there the ball is gone. My forearm and wrist are in the same position. They haven't rolled or anything. Now from here, as the tape rolls, you'll see, okay, I break the wrist and relax. Okay, notice from the side here again, you'll see the increase in the angle of the swing. Swing more low to high, that's going to give you more topspin. That's going to pull the ball back down into the court. So you can really tee off on these second serves. Well inside the court here. So you need that topspin. Okay, right there, the racket is below the ball. That's the low point. Now as I hit through and up, I want you to see how high this finishes. And that's what enables me to get more spin. Okay, look at how high the racket is there. So that's a nice low to high swing, gives you more topspin, pulls the ball back into the court.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video and use those tips. Tee off, remember, swing faster on that slow second serve. Don't hold back. Just don't roll the wrist. Use more topspin and maybe choke up on the racket a little bit. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Post any questions or comments below. And if you'd like my free serve course or my forehand course or my backhand course, check the links over here or in the description box below. All the best and happy returns. Take care.